Hello, my friends. I'm having a little giggle from the floor of my craft room again because I've just had a funny moment with a friend of mine, and you know who you are. But she gave me an amazing idea for a card, and I was crafting, and it was a huge aha moment, and I was like, I have that product. And I knew exactly where it was, I thought. So I went to my floor where I thought it was, at my feet. At my feet on the floor in a little bin. Actually, I'll show you the bin. This little bin of embellishments right here. I thought it was in this on the floor right by my feet. And it's not. So I began to hunt and hunt and hunt and hunt, and I can't find it. So I'm taking you on a little organizational tour of some drawers, and will we find it? I don't know. I don't know. But you know what? Today, this is going to be my organization. Purge, maybe? I don't know. But this is episode 3, because I got to clean up this mess because I've been hunting and looking, and I don't know if this happens to you, but in like 2 minutes flat, I can't put my feet down in my craft room at the moment. So it was a mess already, granted. It was the floor in this side of my craft room where I craft. I know if you've seen a live video of mine, you've seen this side of my craft room. And this is the worst side of my craft room because this is the side I use all the time. I am in this side of my craft room every day of my life working on projects all the time, 24/7 it feels like, but actually about 8 hours a day. So I'm constantly creating content, creating videos, creating beautiful projects. I put my heart and soul in this. I love this so much. So I'm always doing it. I can't show you my desk, and I can't show you some things over here because it's like new products and everything that have come in. But I can show you my drawers, which are in front of me. And I don't know if I want to show you the floor right there where my feet are supposed to go because it's bad. It's bad, bad, bad. And I don't know if I'm going to get through that in this video. But we definitely are going to have to tackle the floor on this side and that side in videos coming up because my new homework assignment from my therapist, and this is going to help. This is going to help me immensely if I can get it put in action. Because one of my biggest, and this is confession time, guys. This is confession time, okay? One of my biggest problems in my craft room, in my crafty zone, is just putting things aside. Okay, I will use an item and put it down. Use an item and put it down. Use an item and put it down because I'm constantly crafting. I'm constantly working. My brain is constantly going. And I got a one-track mind of this project right here in front of me. And I've got it in my head, and I'm designing it and making it and cutting it and focusing on it. And it's like this little masterpiece up here in my mind. And I am like devoted on putting my all into this project. Every layer, every color, everything to make it as perfect as I can make it. And I mean, I want it to stand out. I want you guys to love it as much as I do. And I really want to put my heart into it. It's not something I just want to throw on the paper and put out there for everyone to see. You know, that's not me. That's not my style. I don't like the quick and easy. Sometimes I try to do quick and easy. It doesn't work for me. I really like detail. And sorry for the shake. I'm holding my camera. But it's just not me. You know, I love the detail. And I want it to be unique, and I want it to be different every time. And I like changing up the backgrounds, and I like changing up the technique. And I don't want it always to be the same. And so I'm always using different trimmers, and I'm always using different supplies, different ink pads. As you can see, I've got lots. Different paper. As you can see, I have tons. I mean, I use different specialty brands. I use different, I don't just always stick to one company. I love my companies. I definitely am loyal to companies that support me, but, I don't always stick to every company per se, even in their videos, unless, they have specifically sent me an actual product to use. I will, if I've chosen to use it, I will use it, but I still stick to me. I still want to be me in the very end. I'm not letting it change me. And that's important to me. I've always said that from the beginning. That's important for me, is to stay true to me. So, that being said, though, it means I have a lot of me in the craft room, not just what people send me. So we're weeding me down, right? That's the whole part of the journey, is weeding me down. And now we'll share. We'll share because we're all friends, right? We better be friends. Y'all better not be leaving my channel now. If you're watching this, don't think I'm a crazy person because I'm sharing, because I'm just trying to be real. I'm just trying to be real. And if it's not for you, that's okay. Go ahead and leave. It's okay. It's okay. I understand this is not for everybody, and some of you might think I'm crazy, and it's okay. But I just want to be real, and that's what confessions are all about, right? So I'm going to definitely dig into my drawers right now, because I need to find this Trinity Stamps all-in-one cover, hopefully. What is it called? Shaker window. I want to find a shaker window. So I'm going to turn you around though and show you where I thought it was and what I did to try to find it. And a lot of the stuff was already there, but I kind of dug and shook and messed it up even more. But I'm going to show you that, and then I'll show you the drawers that I'm going to look through. Okay, guys. This little thing right here was over in the corner, right down there underneath that stuff. Okay, that's where I'm sure that Trinity, that goes on my desk. I am sure that Trinity window panel was. Now, what is all this stuff? This is stuff I wasn't sure what to do with and just got put on my floor. But you see, all this is trash that's fallen off my desk, because my actual desk is right here. I can't show you too much because I've got stuff on it, but my computer is right there. My desk is right there. I have another, focus. I have another chair right over there on the other side, and that over there, those bookcases on the other side over there, is where we were working the other day on episode 1 and 2. We were on the floor on the other side of the room. These are Alex's, two Alex's, and then 2 tabletops. So I have a big island in the center of my craft room. See that? And then these are just little drawers that I have underneath here to put more stuff in, right? Like, a girl can't have enough drawers. So anyways, these right here are just papers that I just stacked here. My Merry Moments kit that I've already worked with. So let me just stack this up real quick. And I'll have to put these away. These actually have a place. And I'll have to collect all of the actual trash on the floor. That adhesive that needs to get put away. This is my scrapbook from Alaska. I think you guys have seen that, actually. See, all this stuff is... Yeah, you guys have seen that. But I thought... Here's more bags, guys. Bags! If you saw episode 1, you'll understand. That can go in the trash. A lot of this stuff can go in my trash. There's my sewing scissors. Those need to go up in my sewing. More paper. So I thought I thought that corner right there is where the actual Trinity stamps things were. So I need to work on this area and get this trash all picked up, put this paper away, and I know a lot of this probably can be purged. And then I'm hoping this Alex drawer will have my Trinity in it. Now, what I keep in here is my blender brushes, which you see me grab in the videos a lot, and tools in drawer 1. That one's actually pretty organized. This one is more tools, and embossing is in number 2. This one needs really to be gone through because this is adhesive. And look at the mess. So I need to probably purge this one, or at least get duplicates out and put them, because like that's a lot of brand new packs of the same thing. So they need to go in. I have a drawer in another IKEA unit that has duplicates. So it needs to get out of here so this can be more organized and useful. But then there's things that are probably out of date in here too. That, oh, that's not even been used. But like there's some, I know old glues, like this lid I probably am not going to use. This glue stick may be old. You know, I need to test this stuff and see. Some of these tapes might not work anymore. I know that Stampin' Up! Glue I'll never use. So I need to go through this and really, really weed out and organize this. I probably don't need these anymore. I probably won't ever use that. You know, so this one is one I can make space in probably just by getting stuff out that I'm not going to use and putting any doubles. Like, I will use my archival cleaner, even though I love my Extreme Clean more, but I'll use archival cleaner for cleaning stamps. Even though this one's better, guys, this one's better. But now, get this one instead. This is the one that's current. Best stuff ever. Just saying. Okay, this is not a sales video. But anyways, that's adhesive, which now that I've moved it around, it's not even going to fit back in the drawer. So like this is really old. This Elizabeth Crafts is from 2017 when I was on the Elizabeth Craft team. So, and then this is embellishments. And I see some adhesive is falling down in here. My drawer of bling. My pretty pink fresh. All my Spellbinders are supposed to be in here nice and neat, but they're not. I'm actually reorganizing this into, is it Elizabeth Ward containers, which is why this is all a hot mess, because I pulled out a bunch and I've put these like in the Elizabeth Ward, I think it's Elizabeth Ward containers. So I'm getting rid of these containers. So like these are supposed to be nice and neat in here so that I can easily just flip through them. And that's all it's supposed to be in here. So over time, just throwing this stuff back in there. So it does have a place, but I'm not putting it back in its place. So that's something I need to work on. But these do go nicely and neatly right there. Whereas these also have a place. Doing pretty good with those. So then all the sequins for Spellbinders go right down in there. So yeah, I just got to work on this and get it organized. Here's some more adhesive that needs to be up here. And then this last one down here is ribbon, my snow. And I did find these windows for shakers, but I have not found the actual shaker windows. And there is one more place I can check. And I think, now that I'm thinking of it, that is possible that they are there. So I'm going to go work on this just a little bit and come back and let you know how I've done. Okay? Okay guys, I am back with my piles. I have this filled with trash, including my bags and this notebook that it was an old expired like planner that I never used as a planner, and it had neat pages in it, so I was using it as like to do notes, but that's not working for me, so I'm just trashing it. You know, people with ADHD have notes upon notes upon notes. Well, I've learned a new technique and it's really working for me. So out goes the extra planners. So no more notes and notes and notes. They all go in one place. So lots of older adhesives in here, things that didn't have refills. This is a full bottle of glue, one I really do not care for, so it's in here, and lots of old stuff. So throwing all that away, I've got things here that I'm just gonna let go of one way or another, and then once I remove all of this from the scene, as you can see, I have a clean floor under here, guys. Is this not a miracle? My poor little feet will be able to have room. Is that not a miracle? I'm in love. Okay, so as soon as this video goes off, I will put all this stuff in the trash and move all this stuff over to the get rid of piles that I have in my room on the other side of the room. I'll sort those into those piles. So I'm doing good, doing good, doing good. Now, let me show you my drawers. Start from the bottom here. I worked on a 1-hour timer. So here is my drawer that I reorganized. So under here, I rearranged the little bins. So I have all of my ribbons, and I added that little bin in there on the side to hold the things that are kind of not ribbon. This one actually here probably goes up into the next shelf, but that's okay for right now, since I only have one hand. But these are my Vivant ribbons from Spellbinders that they send us. So I've got those in there, and then I've got my actual rolls of ribbon. A lot of those, like these right here, are old Stampin' Up! Ones that I use on occasion. These are a lot of Nuvo ones. And then, like I said, these are my Spellbinders ones. And then in this drawer, I really organized this one. So I left my Pink Fresh ones where they go. Then I put all my Spellbinders ones in this one, and I kept these the way they were working. And I added the big Spellbinders ones back here. And then I added some of my other ones that I enjoy using right there. And then over here is just a pack of multi-gems that I choose. I got that at a craft shop in Myrtle Beach. And some ones for shakers. Then I have the ones that I need to sort into those bins that I was talking to you about earlier. The Ward ones. Oh, and here is a little pack that I got from my friend Kathy in the mail. This is going to also go in those little packets. But aren't these adorable? These are little penguins. Aren't they sweet? I'm going to put those right down there so they get a little space in my drawer. So I'm going to close that up, and then we'll look at adhesives. So adhesives looks much, much better. So I kept these right where they belong because that's where I always reach for them. These are my refill bottles for my glue gun, my Sweet Petunia glue gun. I went ahead and left these here because I need to use these up. These are older ones, and I try to use these, and I need to use the older first. So I've got these here, and then as the newer ones come in, I put them right here. So I've also got my double stick adhesives back here, some foam tape, and then these are the ones I still need to test. I didn't have time in my hour. I tested some, but I didn't have time in my hour, and these are the newer ones of the ones that I have. So I went ahead and just made a bin back here that I can test. So I'll do that at a later date, but I just separated them. These I know work, and these I'm unsure of. So I just left them like that for now. And then these I did not organize because I ran out of time, but I pretty much know what's in these because they're tools and I use them more often. So this is the only thing that I have not put anywhere, and it is going to just sit on top. It's the masking. I think I'm going to cut down the Altenew one. It's actually double-sided adhesive sheets, so it will go right there. But I think I'm going to cut them in half so they'll fit in that space, because they will fit right there if I cut them in half and put them there. I don't think I'd ever use a full sheet at a time. So I think that's what I'm going to do to fit them in the space. And then the masking magic can also go right there. And then everything will be seen. So I think I did pretty good. It was a little more than an hour. Thought I'd switch the camera background. But overall, I think it went pretty well. I wish I would have had time to actually test those that are in that bin, but at least I have them corralled and they're not taking up the space of the stuff I'm using every single day. And I think that's huge progress. So I've learned, or I'm starting to learn, to take the wins as I have them. And I always encourage you guys to do the same. So if you want to join the group over on Facebook, it's a support group. And if you'd like to join me over there, I encourage you to share your wins with me as well. It's called Confessions of a Craft Supply Hoarder. It's on Facebook. I'll leave the link below. I also have a Craft Life Together with Spellbinders and More group also, if you'd like to join that. And then, of course, Justine Dvorak and I have the BetterPress Babes group, where we share everything BetterPress. So if you'd like to join us there as well, I will also leave that link down below. So all three of those groups are available for you. And we would love to, just share this journey with you, the ones of us that are already in the group. And, just one step at a time. That's the purpose, one step at a time. So we can do this and believe in ourselves every step of the journey. So I believe in you, and I appreciate all the encouragement I'm getting from these videos. You guys are amazing, and I will see you in the next video. All right, bye-bye, my friends. I forgot to totally mention one small little detail. Dun, 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 dun. Look at what I found! And it wasn't even where I was looking for it at. It was in the place I remembered in the intro video. What are we gonna do? But at least I figured it out. Until next time, my friends, happy crafting and organizing and purging. Keep it going.